first with the Fantastic Four. There's a lot of Fantastic Four rumors going around. I've been watching, and Jerry does too. I've watched so much Cosmic Wonder and Den of Nerds, and really digging into a lot of these rumors going on. So I want to talk about the first set of news, which is that Franklin Richards will reportedly have a major role in Avengers Doomsday. Marvel Studios is currently looking for a 10 to 13-year-old actor to play the character. Franklin will also appear in Fantastic Four First Steps, but he will be 4 years old. So, Jerry, with that, with hearing those ages, right, this is already saying that there's going to be some type of time jump because, Franklin's going to be 4 and then 13 in Avengers Doomsday. But I want to read you just some of these rumors, okay? That's been going on. So the rumor is that remember the image where Galactus was looking through the Baxter building?
Yeah.
So a lot of people are saying that Galactus is there because that is when Sue Storm is birthing Franklin. And that basically, like, Galactus knows that this powerful being is here, and basically he is going to pop up. And obviously, people are assuming it's because Galactus needs to eat worlds to be able to survive. Franklin makes pocket universes, like it's a perfect situation. but a lot of people are, and then there was another rumor going around that kind of rocked me. The Quaid guy from The Boys, he's rumored to be casted as the older Franklin.
He's perfect for that.
Yes. And basically, yep. And so,
like Quaid, by the way,
he's a great actor.
Yeah.
and there's been a whole entire rumor, bro, and there's been a bunch of rumors kind of swirling around, but basically saying that that there's a possibility of Franklin Richards coming to that he's going to be in the Fantastic Four movie as, like, basically Galactus, and that we are going to see a older Franklin. So what? Because I know, like, you are a big Hickman Fantastic Four guy. You and I both know that Hickman's Fantastic Four is going to be the big inspiration for the MCU Fantastic Four, obviously. How do you feel about them using Franklin Richards to help the multiverse story and to connect the whole Doctor Doom Avengers story? Like, how do you feel about the usage of him?
It's definitely not a safe play. It's definitely a bold move. I always thought that they were going to play this movie safe, but I guess they probably are just like, we've played it safe like 2 times and it's never really worked. So let's just, and they need a big, like, there are certain characters in Marvel that feel more Marvel than other characters, if that makes sense. And I would say that those characters are like the top ones. And they're usually very lore based, like Daredevil sometimes, but not really. The main ones are Spider-Man, Avengers, Fantastic Four, X-Men. Like, those are just like Marvel's bread and butter, and it's really based on the lore, and that lore being very scientific, and that's what's cool about the Fantastic Four. And I feel like Marvel needs a big Marvel type science movie to drive this this multiversal saga forward. And it seems like that they are really depending on this movie to do it. What I would love to see also as a bonus, like, what if they did, imagine post Secret Wars, and right before the reboot, they had a special presentation, Disney Plus, 1 hour of a retelling of the universe as told by Galactus and Franklin, like in the comics. Like, that would be so cool. But I do think that they're gonna, obviously, if Franklin's in it, like, he's definitely in it for the Galactus piece. There are other interesting, children too. Like, I always like Bentley because he was adopted, and he's the wizard. Like that's such a cool part of the Hickman story too. But Franklin is like the guy, you know, he's definitely very unique in the world of comic books. I mean, who else could create a universe? Like, it's awesome. So it makes sense. And, you know, that's the thing about Galactus. You know, it's easy to look at Galactus as him being a villain because he eats worlds, but Galactus eating worlds is no different than us as humans eating meat. You know, it's just this it's just like human nature. It's the cycle of life. His food consists of planets, and like it sounds crazy, but for him to survive, he needs to eat, and his food just happens to be planets.
Yeah, I would argue like Galactus is needed for the universe to go round and round. You know what I mean? If he wasn't eating planets, it would be hurting the universe in some way, you know, like
No.
he's needed. And
Maybe he'll avoid
did
some incursions, you know.
I think Reed said something like that, saying that like Galactus is needed or something. I forget. I've been reading a lot
Yeah, I
of
forget
Fantastic
too.
Four, but yeah. So the other thing about Franklin too is that we all know that, you know, Franklin is most likely going to be responsible for, you know, the events after Secret Wars, because there's like in the end of Secret Wars, there's really no multiverse left. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's kind of cooked. So we all know that, you know, Franklin is probably going to be one of the ones responsible for, you know, the reconstructing of what is going to be our new MCU. Um, so after Franklin does, you know, reconstruct the MCU, do you think Franklin has to go away for a while because he is too powerful, or do you think Franklin can still coexist in the MCU after, you know, after Secret Wars?
So I don't think Franklin is. There's no way they're going to put him in the movie to pull him out real quick. He's going to
Yeah.
have to, you know, be a part of it. Which I don't know. If I were making this movie, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. I mean, I think Franklin could be a fan favorite. Kind of like how we think that Damian Wayne is going to be liked
Yeah,
by fans. I think if you play it the right way, because Franklin in the comic is freaking hilarious, bro. He's
yeah.
funny, and he's a funny kid. So I feel like, you know, he could be someone that can win, you know, fans over, being like a powerful kid. I think would be something super fun. Okay,